So today we've got another fun workout for you guys coming your way. That was a redundant sentence, but you get what I mean. So when we get started, we have our first block, 90 seconds of all 5 exercises into the minute of all 5, and then 30 to wrap it up. We'll go over those in a second. Block 2, everything is on the minute, and we're gonna do it 3 times through. And block 3, everything is on the minute, we're gonna do it 2 times through. With that said, we're gonna need some dumbbells for today, nothing else. To go ahead and find those weights, and I'm gonna start talking about what we got going on. We start that first round with Spider-Man push-ups. So you're in that push-up position, knees are toes. You're gonna take that knee up as you go down in that push-up, and then take it back out into that plank when you come to the top. Again, that option there, going to the knees while we do it, or give me a push-up and then take that knee out to the side, push-up and knee out to the side, and we can break it on down. From there, we go into that Beetle. So knees are at 90, shoulders are over that wrist, core is tight. We extend it through, right back to neutral, and extend it through. As a reminder, that option, hit that 90 and just rotate at those knees, or you can be on those knees and just rotating at that upper body. From there, we're gonna go into a shoulder press with rotation. So loading those weights, we pivot that back heel, press that weight up, back to neutral, and switch sides. And if you have any shoulder issues there, you can always just focus on that load and that rotation. We then go into that hinge position where we're loading button back of legs, and we're going to take that weight across the body for that cross row, squeezing through that upper back. From there, we're going to go into a roll up. What that looks like is we're rolling on the ground all the way up, using that core to throw that momentum. Now when we get really good at this, we can up on those heels or go all the way up to that stand without falling backwards. So you will have some work to do there. Again, we start with everything on the 90, we'll repeat it on the minute, and then at that 30. So without further ado, let's find that spot on the ground and get ready for those Spider-Man push-ups in 3, 2, 1. Spider-Man push-ups. Again, that push-up position, knee comes up to that elbow as we go down all the way into that push-up position. Option again, drop to the knee, same exercise, or break it up when we push up, knee goes up and around. We're here for a nice 90 seconds, so if you need to take those breaks, take those breaks. Looking solid, crew. Again, focus on that tight core. We're past that halfway mark. Again, if you need it, go into those knees. We're coming up to about 15 seconds to go. Keeping that body in motion. Okay, crew, we're gonna go in those Beetles in 3, 2, and 1. Go into those Beetles. Move the weights out of the way. Hit that 90. Extend that leg through. Shoulder over that wrist. Back to 90. And extend it on through. Again, you can always isolate it and just rotating the top or lower half instead of that full body twist. Looking good, crew. Not so much about speed. Feel that core active. Feel those shoulders and those quads working it. Solid, solid, crew. We are coming up to about 30 seconds before that shoulder press with the rotation. Keeping that body moving. Finding that control. 15. Crew, we got shoulder press with rotation in 3, 2, and 1. Grabbing those weights, loading up, pivoting that back heel, and pressing that weight up. Again, make sure those wrists are tight, and we're not curving them back while we press the weight up. Rather, it's like you're punching that sky. Looking solid here, crew. Again, you're here for 90 seconds, so find that form. Pivot, squeeze your butt and core as you exhale to press up. Coming up on the halfway point, 45 to go. Looking solid here, crew. The last 30. Whew. Shoulders getting tender. Let's get ready in 15. We've got that cross row. Crew, 90 seconds of that cross row in 3, 2, and 1. Again, hinging back into those hips, shoulder blades down, back that core tight. We reach across to that opposite knee, grab it and squeeze that upper back muscle. So remember, you're not dropping and rotating, you're just reaching. The difference is this was a rotate, this is a reach. Love it, crew, looking solid. At the end of this minute, we're going to roll-ups to wrap up our 90-second round. Ooh. Remember, when we get there, lots of options. Right now, just focus on squeezing that upper back. You got about 45 to go. Looking solid. Keep it going, keep it going. Okay, we're coming up to about 15. And then we take down that roll up. Options on that roll up, just rolling back and forward. So squeezing that core at the top. Trying to get into as much of a sit up as you can, or eventually into that stand. We take it there in 3, 2, and 1. Roll up. Again, trying to roll forward, squeezing that core at the top. On the way back, roll it forward. That option again, trying to come up on those heels, and eventually coming up to that stand. A little smoother than I just did, but again, plenty of options here to feel like we're working that core and using that momentum. There we go. We're looking solid, crew. Yes, remember, just giving me those roll-ups is perfect. Squeezing that core at the top. Ooh. That almost went too far back. Looking solid, crew. Here in about 30 seconds, we go into round 2 of everything. And again, everything will be on the minute when we get there, so the rounds get quicker. Ooh, about 10 seconds. We get that Spider-Man push-up on the minute in 3, 2, and 1. Spider-Man push-up on the minute. And we do this knees, our toes. So keeping that core nice and tight, keeping that body moving. I don't know why that almost turned itself off. Looking solid, crew. Less than 30. Come up to about 15. Crew, we're gonna switch it on over into those Beetles in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Core is tight, extend it on through. Again, that option here, just rotating the upper body or lower body. Make sure shoulder stays over that wrist. Looking solid, crew. Less than 30. We've got that shoulder press and rotation coming up here. And about a couple seconds. 3, 2, 1. Shoulder press and rotate. 1 full minute here. You can pick that back heel and press. Still squeezing that core. Whew. Again, you're punching it straight up to that sky, not bending at that wrist. About 30 seconds. Crew, we've got that cross row coming in about 15. Let's go ahead, take that cross row in 3, 2, and 1. Hinge it back, reaching for that opposite knee. Looking solid here, crew. We got about 30 down, 30 to go. Crew, at the end of this, we go in that roll up for that whole minute. Again, that goal is to just challenge yourself. So if all you're doing is rolling and not putting weight in your heels yet, that's where I want you here in 15. Crew, we get to that roll up in 3, 2, 1 minute of roll up. Here we go. Again, roll it back, come forward, get into that full upright position. Again, if you can, start to try and transition weight into those heels and start to slowly lift those hips up. And again, eventually we come up to that stand. Looking good, crew. Ooh. We have about 15 seconds, and then we get into the final round where everything is on the 30. Whew. Crew, let's get ready. We got those Spider-Man push-ups, 30 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. Spider-Man push-ups, just 30 seconds. Knees or toes, keep that core tight. Looking good, 15. Crew, let's get ready. We go on those Beetles in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, Beetle. Kicking it through and right back into it. Shoulders stay stacked over those wrists as we kick it through. Whew. Going to be a sweaty mess here. Let's get ready for that shoulder press and rotate in 3, 2, and 1. Shoulder press and rotate. Pivot again through that hip. Punch up to the sky. Whew. After this, just one more minute of work before that break. Let's get ready for that cross row in 3, 2, 1. Hinge it back. Reach across. Squeeze that upper back. Looking solid here, crew. "15" takes us into that final roll up. Just 30 seconds. Crew, we got that roll up. Last 30 in 3, 2, and 1. Last 30 seconds again. Try to get me that aggressive sit up. Shift some weight in those heels. And or eventually working our way to that stand. We got just 15. Whew. Looking good. Crew, we get that break in 3, 2, and 1. Catch that breath. Whew. Next round's gonna be a little shorter. 4 exercises all on the minute, 3 laps. We start with a combo. So we're gonna go into a squat front raise, come up to the top, and then a calf lateral raise. So we're looking at this from the side. Keep those shoulders down back in that front. When we come up to the top, again, only coming up to that letter T. Height, not higher. We then keep those elbows into that rib cage for that good morning extension. Drive it up, so we should feel butt, back of legs, back of arms, nay that low back because our core is engaged the whole time. That takes us into that bridge chest press. So we go down to the ground, we drive those hips up, squeeze that butt, weights are in those hands, we press it up, slow and control down, really feel that chest, press it on up, and then we flip it over for that final exercise, the scorpion plank. We start in that high plank position, push the hips back, lifting one leg, coming all the way back in the high plank, and switching sides, all the way up. Again, we're gonna do this 3 times through. Everything's on the minute. Let's shake it out, get ready for some fun. We got that squat front raise, calf lateral in 3, 2, and 1. Let's get moving. Again, feet about shoulder width apart. Sit down in nose sips as the weights come up. Stand it, calf and lateral, lowercase t is the highest point I'm making. Looking good. Remember, every time we squat, weights back in those heels. We got 30 seconds here. In 15, we take it into that good morning extension. Whew. Crew, we've got those good morning extensions in 3, 2, 1. Elbows in by that rib cage. Hinge back, press it, all the way to that sand squeeze at the top. Looking good. Again, we should feel the back of the leg and the butt and the back of those arms, nothing else. Most specifically, never in the lower back. If you feel it there, don't go back as far. Really focus on just sitting that way back in that butt. 30 seconds. crew. Let's get this ready in 15. We're going into that bridge chest press. We got that bridge chest press in 3, 2, and 1. Take it down to the ground. Drive those hips up. We're going to exhale as we press it up. Slow, 2, 3 on that way down. You can switch a elbow. Cool. Again, 1 count up, 2 to 3 counts down. Keeping those wrists nice and neutral, like you're punching the sky. Yes, crew, don't let those hips drop on you. Squeeze those butt cheeks. Going up to 15. We got that scorpion plank coming up next in 3, 2, and 1. Scorpion plank. So you start in that high plank position. Core is nice and tight. We're going to hinge back at the hip. Grab one leg back. All the way into that high plank. And repeat. Try not to tuck that chin best we can. And there should also be a nice stretch through the backs of those legs as we go. We got just 30. We'll go up to round 2 of it. Looking solid, crew. We're going to take it back into that squat front raise, calf lateral in 3, 2, and 1. Grabbing those weights. Let's start round 2. Shoulders staying down back as we go. Whew. And if we get tired here, a slight bend in the elbow is okay. Just try and give me really good squat form and that solid calf raise where we squeeze. Just don't fall forward like I almost did. Whew. Looking good. Here in about 15, we've got that good morning extension. Crew, take a good morning extension in 3, 2, 1. Hinge it and extend. Drive it up. Looking solid again. Front, butt, back legs, back of arms. Controlling that movement. Straight fire. We got 30 seconds to go. Here in about 10 seconds, we're going to take it back into that bridge chest press. Ooh. Let's take it on down in 3, 2, 1. Bridge chest press. We drive up through those heels, get it explode up. 2 counts down, are longer, drive, and control. Remember, you're staying in line with that chest, so if those weights sneak out by those earlobes are higher, nay, take it on down. "30 seconds to go." Here we'll come up to 15, and then we got those scorpion planks on that minute. Let's flop it over here in 3, 2, and 1. We flop it over, and we got those scorpion planks. And that core is nice and tight, shoulders over wrist, pushing those hips back, coming all the way forward. Try not to hit that chin if we can. Love it, crew. Again, squeeze that core when we get back to that high plank. We got just one more round through, and then we get that nice little break. Here we go back, squat front raise, calf lateral in 3, 2, and 1. Making sure that foam doesn't shut down for whatever reason. We're looking solid again, keeping those shoulder blades down back. Remember, shake it out, take that quick break if you need it. Third round, things should be feeling a little tougher. About 15, we have those good morning extensions. Let's go ahead and take it there in 3, 2, and 1. Good morning, and extend, grab up and squeeze. Looking solid here, crew. Again, push that weight back in those hips. Feel the butt back and legs. Sitting back with those triceps. Only 30. Love it, crew. In about 15. We'll take it down to that British chest press. Let's go ahead and take it down. Bridge chest press in 3, 2, and 1. Bridge position, core tight, butt tight. We press it up. Super slow control on that way down. We're looking good here, crew. Then we got about 90 seconds left in this block. Then we get that nice little break. Looking good. Coming up to the last 15. Ooh. Crew, let's get this ready. We got that scorpion plank in 3, 2, and 1. Final minute here. High plank position. Push it back. Control it forward. Keeping that core nice and tight. Yes, crew. This is the final minute before that break. So keep that body moving best we can. Just lifting up those hips. Shooting one leg back. 30 seconds to go. Looking good. Coming up to the last 15. Crew, we get that nice little break here in 3, 2, 1. Let's catch that breath. So we have one final block to go. Everything on the minute for 2 laps. We start off with a lateral climber. So think of a mountain climber. Shoulders are over the wrist. That core is nice and tight. We come up, so we're at that 90 with those knees. One leg goes straight out to the side. I bring it in, kick that other leg out to the side. If lateral is too much for your hips, you can always give me that normal mountain climber or stand it up and give me those lateral lunges. From there, we take it down onto our bellies and we have back extensions. But we're gonna make letters. So we start with the letter T, back extension, letter Y, letter I. Repeat on that way down. Again, you might find that you need to bend your elbows to go through that, or that back extension is very challenging, in which case take your hands back behind and just focus on that back extension. That then flips us over, static crunch heel tap to get those obliques. So shoulders off the ground, core tight, reaching through my heel, or through my leg to the opposite heel. Remember the knees go out, they do not move. From there, the last minute is that alternating squat jack. So we get nice and low in that squat, explode up and rotate, nice and low in that squat. That option, stand it and rotate back and squat it, just get those hips opened up. So crew, everything on the minute. We got 2 laps, then you're done. That's like 8 minutes of work. And let's get ready with those lateral climbers in 3, 2, and 1. Lateral climber, shoulders over those wrists. One knee's at 90, the other leg goes out. Remember, it does not have to be super quick. You can always pause and focus on those hips. Take that normal mountain climber knees in and out, or that lateral lunge. Keeping those shoulders over wrists, looking good, crew. Spine nice and long. We're going to go to that back extension in 15. We go to back extensions in 3, 2, and 1. Back extension. Getting your plan with the letter YTI. If you find one that feels best, or you want to bend those elbows, or again, hands along that low back. All of those super solid options. Find what feels good. Got about 30 down, 30 to go. Again, make sure you're breathing. Into that static crunch, heel tap. Good, flip it on over. Static crunch heel tap in 3, 2, and 1. Crunch it up, reaching through to that opposite heel. Squeeze those side muscles, those obliques as we go. You can really focus on keeping that core tight. Here we got 30 down, 30 into those alternating pop jacks. We got just 15. Let's go ahead, pop it up. Alternating pop jacks in 3, 2, and 1. Sit back in that squat, explode and rotate. Sit back in that squat, explode and rotate. Again, that option, and give me that step instead. Whew. At the end of this minute, we got everything through one more time. Looking solid. 30 to go. Ooh. Through, we got 15. So we go back to that lateral climber, and we're plenty of options when we get there. Through, we got lateral climber in 3, 2, and 1. Lateral climber, knees at 90. Extend it out, going side to side. Getting shoulders over wrists. Best effort. Remember, if you're struggling with the lateral component, normal mountain climber or stand it up to that lateral lunge. 30 to go. Last 15. Through. We got those back extensions in 3, 2, and 1. Back extension. Squeeze the top. Looking solid. Again, if you need to, hands on that low back for those extensions. If those shoulders are a little too tired, or you can always have elbows tucked in. For me, it's more comfortable in that eye position, so I'm just gonna hold it here. Again, controlling that way down. We got about 20 seconds to that static crunch heel tap. Looking solid, crew. We go up, static crunch heel tap, in 3, 2, and 1. Crunch it up, feel that core active. Reaching through those heels, side to side, hit that oblique. Less than 2 minutes to go, crew. Woo. "30 seconds, keeping it going." We're gonna wrap this up with those all-chain squat jacks. Let's get ready to take it up. In 3, 2, and 1. All-chain squat jack. Final minute, crew. Let's hit it. Again, step it or pop it for that rotation. Find what feels good for that body. We got 30 seconds down, 30 to go. Last 15, stay with it. Ooh. Crew, we get that break in 3, 2,